is Angie B and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It'll be linked right down there, as well as the bell icon, so you get notifications every single time I post. As you guys can see, I did a makeup tutorial today. It has been a long time, but I thought I should come back and do a little makeup tutorial. It is inspired by Euphoria. Guys, if you haven't watched that show yet, I would highly recommend it. It is a really good show, and there are so many creative makeup looks. So if you're feeling inspired and you want to try something along these lines, then make sure you keep watching. Watch the show. The makeup I did was inspired by Maddy. So the actress's name is Alexa Demie, and these are the looks. So I was inspired specifically by the blue one. So that top look there, that is the look I was going for, or let me say I was inspired by. If you guys want to see exactly how I achieved this look, then watch the whole tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, so I'm starting with the Revolution Maxi Reloaded palette, and I'm taking that really light blue teal kind of color, and I'm using this Makeup Revolution blending brush, and I'm literally just packing this on in the crease. I already have concealer on my lashes and I didn't set it. Now I'm taking that sort of light lilac color and I'm using that to blend out the blue, just so it looks really nice and blown out. And now I'm taking this Revolution Wild palette, and oh, that's such a really pretty color. It is a very like teal light blue kind of color, and it is shimmery but more of like a satin finish. So I'm putting that all over the lid, and then on top of that I'm going back again with the really light color just to sort of lighten it up a little bit. Then over, I'm taking that sleek color. It is a highlight palette actually, and I'm just using that to sort of lighten up and add a little sparkle to the rest of the eye. And then from the same Revolution Wild palette, I'm using this dark blue shade just to do like a wing liner with this brush. And I made sure to spray the brush because to do liner you need it to be really pigmented, and I really wanted the blue to show, so I made sure I sprayed it. And then I just took that little makeup wipe and wiped off the excess and sharpened my wing a little bit. And now to do the fun part, I'm using these crystals. I literally just got them from like a nail salon kind of section of the store, and I'm using my Duo lash glue to stick them on to my eyes. And as you can see, I'm using a tweezer to pick them up. There's kind of like a tiny bit of glue on the corner that's just making it stick, and whatever's not sticking I just pick it up like how you'd regularly pick up something with the tweezer. And I literally put the dot on my eye and I let it dry for like a couple seconds. I stick the rhinestone on and it stays on, doesn't move, and it was actually really easy but quite time consuming. So as you can see, I was just kind of using the picture as a guide. I wish I put another crystal on the top of my brow because I like that look, but even just this is fine. And we'll finish off and put the one last rhinestone after I'm done with my full face, but this is exactly what I did. And as you can see, the other side was already done. So onto the face now. Alexa, aka Maddy, had a very natural face on. She usually kind of looks like she's not really wearing any makeup on her face and just focused on the eyes, but you know, I wanted to be a little bit extra, so I did do a little bit more than she does, not to mention she's in a movie and this is real life. So I color corrected with the Barry M terracotta corrector first, and then I'm using this NYX foundation in the color Wet n Wild foundation, and this is currently my favorite foundation. And I was using this Makeup Revolution blending brush for foundation. It's got like a hole in the middle like the NYX foundation, but it was a little bit too dense for the look I was going for, so I switched over to this brush, which just worked way better. It blended in my foundation like a dream. This is like my new go-to brush. I think it's competing with my Real Techniques blending brush. And as you can see, I put a very light layer of foundation. I didn't add any more, just this little bit. I blended it all over my face, and that was it. But I wanted it to look a little bit more dewy because this is quite a matte foundation, so I added this MAC Face and Body foundation in a slightly lighter color just to lighten up the darker areas. And also it removes that like very matte kind of set. It just makes it look a little bit more natural and dewy, so I just blended it out with the same brush. And then after that, you guys can even see that it helped cover a little bit more of my color corrector. But then after this, I moved I just use my finger to pat that all over my cheeks, and this gives a really nice natural rosy glow. And then to set under my eyes, as you guys can see, I'm using very little powder from Makeup Revolution again. It is in the color Banana, and it's a loose powder, as you guys can see. So I just picked a little bit up with my sponge and just blended that in. Then I took this big fluffy brush from Makeup Revolution as well, and I just sort of set very lightly all over the rest of my face. And then on my lower lash line now, I'm taking the same colors I used on my lids and on my winged liner to fill in the bottom lashes. And then I'm using this Makeup Revolution mascara. Guys, I am so in love with this mascara. This video is not sponsored by Makeup Revolution, but some of the items I did get them in PR. But guys, this mascara is definitely something that can compete with my favorite mascara from L'Oreal. And then from the Roxy palette, I took that kind of purpley shade and just brightened up my inner corners, and then I used those two darker shades as a bronzer using this brush. The brush is actually way better for putting on blush, so what I did was I sort of blended it out, but later on I used the same big fluffy brush just to blend everything out evenly. Then here I forgot to show this part on the screen, but I just used the gold shade from the same Roxy palette from Revolution as my highlight all over the place, as you guys can see. Basically my whole face. I love highlighter, and I know that Maddy doesn't wear a highlighter often, but she's always under like bright lights and stuff when she's dancing and all, so I felt like this will help give the effect of that. Then I set my face with that I Heart Revolution fixing spray, and now I'm putting the final little rhinestones under my winged liner, and you guys can see this one is pretty self-explanatory, very easy. Then on to lips, I'm using my favorite lip liner from Smudge. This is a South African brand, and I always say the best dupe is the Milani Most Natural. And I line my lips with this nicely around because she always has like nice pouty lips. So after I lined my lips, I went ahead and filled my lips again with the same pencil. Then I took my new favorite lip gloss. It is from I Heart Revolution. Guys, it literally smells like melted chocolate. It is so good. And I can't remember the name of the color, but I'll put it in the description box below. This is the end. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was very risky for me. I never play with lots of color. I've never played with gems on my eyes, and I really like how it turned out. This is definitely a nice, like, fun night out look, and you can always tone it down by using less crystals and neutral makeup, but I am very proud of myself. If you like this video and you'd like more makeup tutorials, any kinds or any other kinds of videos, make sure you leave them in the comment section below, because I respond to all my comments and I always love to do what you guys would like to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!